So I've been methodically taking things out of the fridge and wiping them down, including the pop that was in the sink, or the beer that was in the sink. And look at the mess left behind here. So I guess we have an opportunity to give the fridge a good cleaning once everything is out of here. Wow, I mean those pop really explode. I'm not surprised it sounded like a gunshot that one time. And it's funny because it knocked the fridge door open, and I see it hit over here as well. On the stove and across the countertop and up on the upper part of the stove. It just went everywhere. It kills me to think that, 10 seconds of my time taking those pop out would have saved me an hour and a half worth of work here. Maybe 2 hours by the time I'm done. I still haven't cleaned the drawers yet. So I'm doing these wings. It's grocery store wings. Doing them in the oven. What's interesting about these ones though is they come with 3 different sauces. There's blue cheese, hot sauce, and buffalo sauce. And lots of it. So that'll be interesting anyway. Look what happened here. I thought I was being clever. The heat from the propane oven comes out here, like the fan blows the heat out here. So I thought, well, I put the sauces in the warm water. I'll just shove it out right underneath the heat, and I'll keep it warm. And I guess it's really freaking hot, because this is what happened. Wow. Okay, now I know how hot that gets. Boy. Need a new cup now. Just clearing off panels here because the sun's trying to peek out. And I've cleared off 3 panels there, and my production went from 10 watts to 20 watts. So you can really see how it's important that you clear off as much as you can on each string. Like if those 3 panels were on one string, well then there'd be a significant difference. But my strings go horizontally, not vertically. So, if you could only clear off 3 panels, it'd be better to clear off all 3 panels on one string. And I gotta get back on it. The snow blowing off the trees here is just like covering me. Good work. So 3 more panels, and now our production is at 130 watts. So there's still, from that shading, there's still a lot of resistance on each string. We'll see what we're at when I get her all cleared off. So now I'm reading 240 watts. So not a great amount of power. It's hard to get the ice off in some spots. Like you can whack the shovel against the ice, and sometimes that'll get it up. But couldn't do it this time. The pole is just too long to get any good action on it. But anyway, we'll see. Still getting a bit of shading. Maybe that ice will melt when the sun fully hits it. Maybe the sky will clear a bit more. Oh, we're jumping. Ah! No! Oh, winner! You foul beast! Yeesh. Well, that was just super. Just a little idea of how much snow I've got in here. Not much. It seems like more than it really is. But it's still a decent amount of snow for sure. And it's the beginning of January. Still lots of winter left. So what am I doing here? I'm gonna put this on the wood stove. Great big stainless steel jug that my buddy gave me, Steve. I'm gonna put that in the wood stove for water, and I can use that water for doing dishes or having a shower or filling up the dog's water bowl. It'll be a little bit dirty, but most of the dirt will fall to the bottom of the pot anyway, so it's not a big deal. Nice big pot, and I don't know how much water that's going to be, like this much maybe. And I'll just keep topping it up as the day goes, as it melts. Hi! 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 What, are you okay? Are you okay? You getting cold? Get a little chilly in the tummy? Yeah. We'll go inside for a bit? Alright, we'll go inside for a bit. Sizzling. So 5 Celsius when I got up this morning in the cabin. And what do we do when it's 5 Celsius in the cabin in the morning? Just get roasting. What do you think, Snow Dog? You comfy there? You comfy? You comfy? You look comfy. Who's a good girl? Who's a good doggies? You're a good doggies. You're a good girl, aren't you? Aren't you? The other little girl, all scrunched up here. Yeah, who's a good doggies? What about me, Daddy? It's right off the scale on this thermometer. That looks cold. It's shaping up to be a nice day. Some good solar power coming. Yeah. Oh boy. 80 watts coming in. It's good. Cool. Yeah. We're gonna do some breakfast shortly, which I'm gonna film. I was watching the Wild Yam, and she did French toast with raisin cinnamon bread, and I thought that looks really good. I gotta try that out, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. She bought like one of those loaves that you cut up. Not sure what you call that. I just bought a loaf of bread, like the regular loaf of cinnamon raisin bread. So I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, but we'll give it a shot. You staying warm, Junebug? You staying warm? It's a good spot for it. managed to clear off a bit of the table so I could sit and have guests. No, not for doggos. Well, here we go. Mmm. Oh, it's really good. Wow. Raisin cinnamon bread. Why didn't I think of that before? It's nice and sunny and very windy. I gotta check the panels in a few minutes and make sure they're all uncovered. Well, it's a pretty cold day out there. Just spent some time doing some stuff. It's like minus 20 outside. And the temperature here on the table says it's about 15 Celsius. Much warmer over here where I typically hang out. Been just maintaining the fire. Every once in a while I'll throw a stick or two on. I got the flue almost closed completely, and the air intakes on the sides wound down. I just brought in a day's worth of wood. Yeah, and these cold temperatures, I go through that in a day, and I mean like 24-hour period. Outside here, put some time piling up some wood on the porch, and I've got at least 2 days worth of wood, maybe the better part of 3 days. I won't have to go up to the pile. I've probably got 2 or 3 more days worth of wood under there, maybe more. So it'll last me, well, it'll last me at least until this cold spell is over. Like tomorrow's gonna be really cold as well. Next day not nearly so cold. I forget. Then like 2 or 3 days it's gonna be high of 0, and I'm gonna get out and see what I can find for deadwood and start building up my firewood stack again. The majestic snow dog. She was just lying in the snow earlier. I don't know whether she just isn't bothered by minus 20 temperatures or what. Junebug, on the other hand, is. You sitting nicely? You sitting nicely? What are you up to? Earlier when I was letting them out, I let them out and I shut the door and they just turn right around and want to come back in. But they've been playing in the last little bit while I was bringing in the firewood. The sun is shining nicely here, and this is what happens when the sun hits the panels, and they're mostly cleared off, so they're producing fairly well. We'll go around and take a look at the charge controller. Looks like maybe 19 Celsius, or 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 19. So this is interesting. It's showing 830 watts right now. It was showing about 1.2 kilowatts earlier, and it was actually in absorption mode. But now it's gone back to bulk mode. And I'm okay with that. Out here. Oh yeah, Roxanne's song. I forgot. Player 2 enters the game. Well, it's a balmy minus 10 out here. So it's warmer than it has been in a few days now. So I've decided I'm going to go out to the road and get the 2 cans of gas I left there and the big bag of dog food. Dogs are all excited because They haven't been out much either. Not all my doing. You know, sometimes they get out outside and they're like, "Holy shit, it's cold out there," and then they just turn right back around and want back in. But anyway, before I go out to the road, there's a few chores I got to do around here, so I'll get on those first. The ripcord broke on my Jenny, and it wasn't until I saw it that I realized I've already replaced it once, and I used paracord for the 7 strands inside. So I don't know, I'm guessing paracord isn't the best thing to replace this with, but it's probably the best thing I have right now. Anyway, a socket, I need a socket. Oh, not long. A bit longer. And you want how much? How much? Who remembers? Something like that? Ta-da! Give her a shot. One thing that's been working really well is melting snow for water. So a couple of things of this, I'm not sure how big this is, but a couple of those things will easily give me like a 5-gallon bucket full of water. Just gotta be careful not to take it from anywhere that they're walking. Well, we're going over to see Wolfie. Actually, he's got some stuff out of the road that needs to be brought in, and his ATV doesn't work, so I'm going to give him a hand just taking that stuff in. And then my plan is to try and get some firewood. So I've got the ATV packed up with my gear. I'm going to drop it off on the way, go out to the road, grab his stuff, go into his place, and yada yada. It's not too bad out here. It's like -2 or -3. I cleaned off the panels earlier. Even though I'm not getting a lot of sun, I'm still probably getting a couple 100 watts. And you can see that the little bit of snow and ice that I left on there that I couldn't get off is actually melting, which is nice. Should be clear by the time I get back, I would figure. Anyway, so we're all set to go. The dogs are all excited. Yeah. Go. Go get it. Everything was actually going really well. Didn't have to push up any hills. One big hill that I had to take a run at a couple of times. But anyway, he's got this tree down here over his trail. And why hasn't he done anything with it? And before I went around it through here, but I must have toppled this way and I couldn't move it at all. So I thought maybe I could just go over it. But yeah, that didn't work very well. I'm stuck good. I don't even know, if I had a winch, how I could winch myself out. Yeah. So anyway, I told him to get out of here with his saw. Not too far to go, maybe another 10 minutes. So we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Oh, you brought the chainsaw. Good. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I used to be able to drive around this thing, but I think it must have toppled this way.
I think it might have.
And I thought, well, the snow's deep enough, maybe I can just go over it. But no. And I'm stuck really good. Like, there's no going forward or backwards here.
Oh, definitely.
No, but you brought the chainsaw, so I was thinking maybe just both sides, cut off the one side, cut off the other side, and maybe we can just pull it out. Yeah. Oh, Junebug, you know who Wolfie is.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh well, it's finally out of the way now.
Yeah. Otherwise, I didn't have to push, which is nice.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. All right, we're following Wolfie. No, I need both hands. I'm never a big fan of this bridge, but this is the sort of thing that happens. The ATV didn't want to steer, where I wanted it to go. So I was backing up and going forward, backing up and going forward, and then this happened. But thankfully there's very little on the trailer other than my water. So I should be able to just pick it up and put it back, but we'll see. So I'm in a bit of a swampy area here that I can't normally get to. My trail goes right along over there. In fact, right where my ATV is, that big tree, that's where that one big limb was hanging, right over the center of the trail. Anyway, I got out here. There's lots of deadwood out here in this swampy area, killed by the beavers. I took down this one tree, and it's beautiful. It's there's no rot in it. And it even nicely hung up on this little bit over here. Makes it really easy for me to cut off pieces. So I'm pretty happy about this. There's a lot of wood there. And it's really going to come in handy. I don't know how much more I'm going to do today, because I'm tired and I'm cold and I'm wet and the dogs need to get back into some comfort. But I'm going to take a little bit of wood with me. I'll do one trip, and then tomorrow I'll come back and get the rest of it. Pretty happy about this, actually. I need a better system for moving my wood from over there to here. I do have a sled, a blue sled somewhere I can use, covered in snow right now. So that's easily a couple of days worth, especially at these temperatures. It's not nearly as cold as it was a week ago. Now my big question is, will we get back without some kind of adventure? I barely got out here with an empty trailer. We'll give her a shot. Well, we made it back, and not too many adventures on the way back. I had to push at one point, only because I didn't want to back up down a hill. But the biggest problem was the trailer. You would think that the trailer would stay in the grooves of the trail, of the tracks, but it doesn't. It would just slide off one side or the other, and as soon as it does that, it's plowing snow. And it would, sometimes we're on a bit of a slope, and okay, the trailer would just slide down the slope kind of thing, and sometimes just on a whim, flat area. But I guess it's this soft, fluffy snow. There's nothing actually, keeping, anything from sliding out of the track. But anyway, got it back, my first load of wood, and it's great stuff. Really good stuff. Nice and dry, no rot in it. Pretty happy about that. And there's so much wood still there. It's good stuff. Put you to good use. I'm going to pack everything away and then go inside. I am soaking wet. My boots are soaking wet. And yeah, I didn't dress appropriately today. And my boot laces come undone. And Junebug, I think she just wants to go in the cabin and lay down on the couch and sleep for 2 weeks. Don't you, little girl? You had enough today. Extra hard on them because this deep snow that they're running through, even on the trail, it's tough. So we went out to the road, grabbed Wolfie's stuff, took that into his cabin, then back. We have to go back almost all the way back to the road to get onto my trail and then back here. So they ran, I don't know how many kilometers a day, 6, 7, 8 kilometers, I don't know. So it's good though, because they're nice and tired. They'll sleep really well. But anyway, let's get this stuff packed away and then we can go inside and chill. Yeah? Chill? Yeah. This is a first. I don't think I've ever seen Willow look like this. Like, she looks like she's had enough. Which is strange, because she's always ready to go, aren't you, girl? Always ready to go. But right now, she just looks like she wants to take a nap. Don't you? I mean, I could get up in the middle of the night in horrible weather. And if it looks like I'm going to go out, then she's like, yeah, let's go. Where are we going? But right now, she's just... Aww. She just wants to take a nap as well. I'm sure she'd still go, but I think she's tired. Really tired. Alright. Okay. Well, it didn't take June too long to find the nice spot. You tired? Gosh, I'm really hungry. I haven't had anything since breakfast. Had a cup of coffee at Wolfie's place, but yeah, that's not going to do it. I don't even know what I'm going to have for dinner. Oh, look at this mess. Oh, can you see that? My boot is just, like, they're supposed to be waterproof boots, but I think at some point, it's going to give up. And then my pants, I don't know what I was thinking wearing these pants. I do know what I was thinking, because I've got those nice warm overalls, but I was thinking those will be too warm today, but no. In retrospect, I should have worn them. They wouldn't have been too warm at all. My toes got a little cold when I was at Wolfie's, but they warmed up after I left. But yeah, this is a big mess right now. Thankfully, I can just put these in front of the wood stove. They'll dry out sometime this evening. My feet are a little wet. Just a little bit, not too bad. Just around the heel. I think maybe that's where snow got down my boot. Oh, that's cold. Now what do? I've started this with no plan. Plain socks. Alright, hold on. Alright, I found 2 socks that I could easily reach, even though they don't match. I don't care. I gotta say, when I left Wolfie's place, this morning my plan was help Wolfie bring his stuff in. Then on my way back, go into that area, that swampy area, and get as much firewood as I could and start making trips. But I was on my way back, and it had to be 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I thought, gosh, it's getting late in the day, and I'm tired, and my feet were cold. And I thought, I'm just gonna skip it and head back. And I thought, no, I should, grab 1 load of firewood while I'm going through there if I can. And I'm really glad I stopped because, I didn't bring a whole lot of firewood in, but now I know that great big tree is there. Great big dead tree, tons of firewood on it. And now I know, it's kind of an uplifting feeling. It's a comforting feeling knowing it's all there. I just got to go back and get it. Whereas before I kind of thought, is it going to be dry? Is it going to be good for firewood? I don't know. But no, it's perfect, and I'm very happy about that. So very uplifting. And not only that, but now I can think that there's probably lots of other dead trees in that area that are going to be just as good. So that put a big positive spin. Now I gotta take my pants off, and you probably don't want to see that. So, hold on. Player 2 has entered the game. Wheelers. Anyway, guys, this video has kind of been long and rambling, and I kind of had no sense of what I was going to show, the content of this video. So I kind of showed a bunch of everything. It started several days ago when we were coming back in. And I think we'll call it into it here. I'm not making anything fancy for dinner. I'm just going to whip up something quick. Probably Asian barbecue on the wood stove, because it's so dang easy, and I can use the heat there that's producing. So thanks for joining me again on my journey. These soaking wet boots by the fire. God, they're wet. Jeez. Warm up. Oh. Anyway, join us Friday for Books Festing. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Wolfie should be here for that, so that'll be a lot of fun. And he's bringing his he must be bringing his 2 dogs, Ellie and Chaos. So it's going to be 2 of us and 4 dogs. Holy jumping, that should be interesting. So it should be a lot of fun. As usual, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell if you want notifications of new videos that go up, and we'll see you next time.